Hello, everybody, and welcome back, Sparks fans. We are back again with Hippopotamus. This is day 23 and part 23, 24. Yeah, what am I thinking? 24, right? It's day 24. Wow, already. We got two more to go. Two more to go after this, and then a bonus one the next day after. But again, there's going to be an episode and right until the end of September. So so look forward to that. I do have some cool stuff planned, and you're gonna love where Hippopotamus landed on the yeah, you're gonna like this. But first, I have something very important to do. I have to give a shout out to my latest subscriber of Manowar 651960. Makes me kind of think of a like a prisoner ID badge, but like not a bad criminal, one of those kind of cool hardened criminals. But I love the name. I'm sure you got it from the awesome metal band that I should probably listen to again. Haven't heard them in a long while, so it'd be a cool band. So again, thank you for subscribing to my channel. I hope I don't disappoint. Every subscriber I get is important, and if I see you in the notifications, or if I can deduce that okay, that person that left that awesome comment, he just subscribed because it coincides with a rise. Yeah, awesome, awesome, awesome. So, yeah, let's get into it. Okay, first I want to do a couple of little disclaimers about um actually just a slight corrections when I talked about the Franz Ferdinand yesterday. And I tell you, when I want to put it into rankings, okay, where I'm going to add it into the rankings, it might not be what you expect. It might go, even though it got a higher score, I'm still probably going to put Propaganda, Angst in My Pants, Number One in Heaven, and Kimono in My House a little higher in the rankings than this. Because again, I just to be fair, I'm trying to rank the Sparks, and having Franz Ferdinand being in the mix is just incidental, and the focus should be more on what sparks. And a correction that I want the correction I wanted to make is that I said that on this only, which I wanted to highlight, I didn't really highlight when I said something about this yesterday, is that when I said that Sparks that have had made some improvements for the sound of Franz Ferdinand, right? But not necessarily that the Franz Ferdinand helped with Sparks. Just on this, because when you see what I rate Hippopotamus, and I can tell you right now that the influence of this on Hippopotamus and the next two is very apparent. So in other words, the aftermath of this really elevated their work on their next three albums and possibly into the future for the rest of their career. This helped this yeah, this kind of gave them a new boost in life. So so now let's talk about the cover first. I give it a 9.5 out of 10 because I do love that cover. I love the blue. I like kind of how it matches my cassette that I made the cover for, you know. And I have a reason why I brought this out. So yeah, yeah. Hippopotamus. I'm anxious to get into the scores. I know there's some other stuff I want to say, but hopefully I'll remember before the end of the episode here. Okay, let's get into it. Where does Hippopotamus rank? So, and I'm gonna give you my little opinion what I think they should have kind of done with this to make it even that much better. That it would have added. Okay. I'm getting ahead of myself. Possibly nothing for an intro. Okay, and I don't know what it is. I guess I'm not as much of a fan of the intro, but if they're still well done, I'm still gonna give them a decent score. So possibly nothing. I still gave it an 8.5 of a score as an opener. You know, I I think they could have done without it. That it was completely unnecessary and didn't really enhance the album at all. Again, maybe again, it's just my opinion. I think they're just being a little fancy for the sake of being fancy. Remember, this is a 55-minute long album, so it is a little long on the long side. So we get into missionary position, and I give that a 9.5. Edith Piaf said it better than me. 9.5. Yeah, I give that a 9.5. Really, really solid. Scandinavian design. Oh, yeah. Scandinavian design. I give it a 9.5. Giddy Giddy. I love Giddy Giddy. That gets a 10. That's my first 10 on here so far. But hey, nine, everything is great. Remember, if it's above that belongs on a mixtape, you can guarantee it will be on a mixtape. And that's what that's why Giddy Giddy is on the mixtape. Well, it's because it's awesome. But any of the above, except for possibly nothing, could be on a mixtape. What the hell is it this time? That gets a 9.5. So far I'm thinking this album is great. You know, Unaware. I actually give that a 10. I think it's awesome. I love it. I love the nice rhythm. It is a little slower pace, but it's the way he sings it and the whole meaning behind it is great. Um, Hippopotamus. It's very good. It's very good. So it gets a 9. It's a lower score for an actual song. But then it goes up again with Bummer with a 9.5. Then I wish you were fun. That is such a great little song. That gets a 10 right out the bat. It doesn't have to be rocking to be a 10. It's delightful. It's really well put together. It's I the meaning behind it is perfect. So yeah, it has to be a 10. I can't give any. Ah, the so tell me, Miss Lincoln, why does Ron put such long titles on his albums? No, but yeah, but tell me, Miss Lincoln, besides that, how does it go again? Besides that, where did I put the yeah, besides that, how was the play? And question mark. So again, I keep saying that Ron loves to put a title, on not all, but at least half of his albums that has a super long title that with more than 10 letters, with more than 10 words to it. This one has 12 words to it. So which I love. I do love that, but it's like when you want to when you want to write it down, you don't have the space. Um, so yes, so that gets a 9.5. So tell me, Miss Lincoln. So because I just love the what was the how does that go again with the it's not na na's but something close to that. It's really catchy and yeah, so that is a 9.5. When you're a French director, that gets an 8.5. Yeah, I'm not crazy for it. It's again one of my least favorite songs on the album. Yeah. The Amazing Mr. Repeat. It's a 9.5. It's a 9.5. That's why it's on the mixtape because it's above that. It's above that line. It's great. So that's why it's on here. Um a little bit like fun gets a solid 9. It gets a solid 9. I do like it. And then Life with the Macbeth. Macbeth. That gets 8. An 8. Yeah. It's not as a good. I don't know. It's again when I say that they Sparks can be from rocking to operatic. right there, Life with the Macbeth. As it's pretty operatic, and it's not, again, it's not bad, right? It's not bad, but it's not good. So yeah, here's the overall score, which is a really decent score, and of course, because this album and the next two, from what I've been told, had at least reached number 7 in the UK. So you can see the influence that Franz Ferdinand had on them, and how that those tracks just really brings the album up. So where does that rank in the scheme of things? That would put it being a solid 9.3. 9.3. Oh, yep. That actually puts it above Hello Young Lovers and just below Kimono My House. But it does have one more. Let's go to the scoring, like the other scoring page, and I'll compare both together. So Hippopotamus having three 10 out of 10s, where and I put check marks here for the ones I own. So as you see, I own more of the, you know, the more of the better ones that I give higher scores to than the ones I don't. And yeah, so it goes definitely right above Hello Young Lovers, because it has the same amount uh, of uh, of 10 out of 10s, and but Kimono, yeah, has just a slightly higher score. It'd probably be tied in yeah, and honestly, it would be tied. Hippopotamus would be tied with Kimono My House, but I will be putting it under Kimono My House. Okay, yeah, that's where it goes. So hey, it still got pretty high up in the scoring there. I know the Franz Ferdinand is up there, so it probably would be pushing Hippopotamus as sixth place. I would say sixth place. But once I finish the tallies, once I'm done all the first 26, okay, I'm gonna do another full ranking of all the 26. You know, and I'm not going to add the. I'm just doing that as a bonus. I'm not going to add that to the ranking list because it doesn't count. You know, but it's just because I want to and for fun, because I do love it. And I know it's going to get a high score because I do love the whole thing. So also just quickly wanted to mention that out of all the videos I've done so far for Sparkstember, okay, well, not this list, that you look on the bottom of Terminal Drive, music that you can dance to, and interior design, those three videos got the most views. And I still didn't break over 60 views for any of my videos. That's the highest I got was 60 views. I was hoping to hit more Sparks fans and get more views for some of these. So I'm just saying now that my worst albums, okay, the worst albums on my list so far here that I've added, okay. I know the Igmar Bergman would be in here too, okay. But those three here, of course, getting the most views just goes to show how how some viewers just want to see they just they're more curious about the negative. They're more attracted to the negative than the positive. And just saying, it's just I find that kind of a weird human personality trait, that we're all attracted to the controversial and the negative, or the what's wrong, and I don't know, it's weird. But yeah, so that's awesome, awesome, awesome. That I think it got a And just briefly looking at that, I didn't show you the inside of the Franz Ferdinand. I'm going to briefly show you that because I didn't do it last time, and there's a picture under there of them kind of. I'm not sure what they're doing in that picture exactly, but one of them is lying down and they're kind of nursing him, whatever. You can see Russell and Ron there in the mix, and just the symbol. Okay, you have the FFS. You know, now again, look at the symbol. The FF is on top of the S, saying that again they're burying Sparks underneath the Franz Ferdinand. They could have designed it where the FF was on the bottom and the S was curving on the top. And it would have looked really sharp and cool, just as cool. I could change that and show you what it would look like if Sparks was on top and Franz Ferdinand. I'm telling you, it was mostly Franz Ferdinand. They asked Sparks, "Hey, can you collaborate with us?" So that's why I'm saying that's why it's 60% Franz Ferdinand and 40% Sparks. Just as Larry Graves had put it, and just and so yeah, just wanted to kind of clear that up a little bit and show you. Yeah, oh yeah, I wasn't done showing you the inside of this. All right, I'm getting ahead of myself, but I don't care how I can drag this on all I want. I just wanted to mention that. Yeah, that's a pretty cool picture there. The lyrics, all the lyrics. I don't need to go through the lyrics because they're not really special. I just love the catchiness of it, the album, and it rocks. But there's nothing really special, too special about the lyrics. I'm not sure exactly who wrote all the lyrics and where the collaborations start and end with the lyrics. So I can't really give any honest. There's nothing that really stands out as interesting. But Hippopotamus, for example, okay, let's getting into some of the lyrics for this. Uh, eh, what? Yeah, for me, it's giddy giddy. Um, how is that? Where's the part? Okay, now that I'm back to giddy, couldn't feel more giddy. If my life depended on it, glad to know you're back to giddy. Giddy, giddy, giddy. Our entire city, each and every person, the epitome of giddiness. I love it. I love it. I That's just such a fun song. It's just such a fun song. Um, there's another lyric I wanted to look at. I think it's Unaware. Taylor Swift has something new. Nike has a brand new shoe. Reads your heart rate anywhere. She don't know. She don't care. She's unaware. Yeah, it's good. I love. Yeah. Hippopotamus got a higher score because once you really look at those lyrics and it's good. I do actually really love the lyrics for Bummer. I think they're so appropriate and and of course they're talking about somebody who, you it's basically I think from the point of view of somebody doing a eulogy for a passing friend, and all he could say basically, well, it's a bummer that he's gone, or it's a bummer that what happened to him, or so. But then, probably not. There's probably more to it than that. Again, I still really need to get more into the lyrics. I mean, as I was listening to them, I should have been I should have been looking at the lyrics. But when I listened to them, I was like, when I listened to it the night before, like I try to listen to it before going to bed, and I try not to fall asleep on it, and I've been successful. I haven't fallen asleep, and if I do, it doesn't really matter because I do play it the next day, and like I just basically finished playing it because as you see, it's not in there. It's in the player because I just finished playing it, and while preparing all the and doing the scores, because I want to do it fresh and you know within the moment, of the day. So Yeah, I think I've said everything I need to say. I think I'm just going to start rambling now. But as you see, it ranks very high. I like the 9.3 of it. It really gives it a, yeah, it really gives it, it deserves score because it is super good. All right. So I'm going to let you go now and look forward to the next two because I know they're going to be ranked pretty high. There is one song in particular in the on the next album that might get a low score, but I'm sure most of the rest of it will be getting a high score. So it'll be interesting to see where that one lands. And of course, the girl is crying in her latte. That one's a spectacular album too. I'm sure that's going to get an awesome score. So okay, meet me there when I do those tomorrow and the next day and for the rest of the week and and again, like in October, you're going to see much more, way much more of a variety of programming and videos and stuff. And I'm going to try to up my game and try to give you some really entertaining content as much as possible. I still have some comedy I'm going to try to give you maybe later today. You'll notice it when it's not going to look like a comedy video, but it's definitely going to be a comedy video. It's going to be very short. It's going to be very fun for me to do, and I hope people get entertained. Again, there's no purpose to it except for just to be funny and to make people laugh and hope people get it and understand where I'm coming from. All right. So as always, please, I'm going to say how much I love you first. I always got to say that now because you know how much you mean to me, and if you are watching this for the first time and you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. Hit that thumbs up button and of course leave a comment below because I always love to hear what people think and educate me if I'm wrong about something. Educate me on it. I don't mind being wrong. I love learning the right way. I'd rather be correct than simple. I used to say that quite a bit when I was younger. So okay, everybody, please be safe. Take care. I'll see you on the flip side. And please, everybody, have a great day, evening, morning, night, afternoon, wherever you may be. Peace, everybody.